Hello everyone, Nero is back. Today I want to talk with you about a movie that I have seen 2 days ago in cinema. A friend of mine invited me to watch this movie, and what is it about? It's about the life of Mother Teresa, a real life person, and you could say a hero, because she was awarded with the Nobel Peace Prize and with India's highest civil prize, and with many prizes in fact. And Mother Teresa is known as one of the greatest humans who has ever lived because she was selfless, because she helped the poor, because her life was devoted to aiding the sick and the poor. And she went to the one of the harshest places in the world, which was Calcutta. And this movie here, uh, by Naomi Rapace. I know, wait, that's the actress of Teresa. Teresa. The film is by Tiona Strugar Mitevska of North Macedonia. You must know that Mother Teresa is also from North Macedonia. And yes, this movie is brand new. And I hate it like the plague. I hate it like the plague. It is such a disgrace. It's a disgrace for Mother Teresa. And there are many reasons for me to hate this movie. But first of all, what is this movie about? This movie is about the early years of Mother Teresa, back before she went to India, I believe. I didn't quite understand what this movie was portraying because there's barely any explanation. Like at the beginning of the movie, you do not get like the year or the place or anything. You just see her walking around feeding what looks like Indian people. But the movie doesn't take place in India. It takes place in where she served before India. In any case, um, the important thing to know about this movie is that there it is completely fiction. Yes, they even invented figures like main characters, which this is all about. And and this movie is strange because it focuses so much on these other characters that you might as well think, hey, is this a movie about Mother Agnieszka or is it about Mother Teresa? Because Mother Agnieszka has almost more screen time than Mother Teresa. And yes, let's take a look at the trailer. I'm going to disable the sound here, but let's look at it. You will find out that this here is Mother Teresa with Mother Agnieszka together. Mother Teresa is always shown as cruel, as Mother Teresa. I mean, she's shown as cruel and unlikable and resolute, and she has a lot of fight in her. Like she is not pacifistic at all. She's fighting with the other sisters a lot, arguing with them and punishing them. Like here, she will take away the the table from Mother Agnieszka, where there is the statue of Jesus Christ on it, because apparently this is too much. You see it. She takes away all the uh, devout things. This is a punishment. You constantly see Mother Teresa punish her other sisters, like when she takes away the calculator from the one who has to do the calculations. And there's just so many scenes where you have to question yourself, like, why is Mother Teresa being such a dick? And how can someone like her be so referred? Like, it doesn't make any sense. And then you start to understand that who this movie is from. In the very beginning of this movie, like in the first 10 minutes, there is a scene where Mother Teresa shows that she is a modern, uh, a modern view of Mother Teresa, because she says something like this, and I quote: "Men, it's always men, 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 men. They ruin everything. This is a man's world. Men are to blame for everything." Yeah, she goes off like this, and this is the only funny scene in the movie here, where Mofra Agnieszka, you see her here, she reverts the punishment by taking back her little table, and Mother Teresa is like, ah ha ha, I knew she would, I knew she would, she's such a bad mother, ha ha ha. I mean, come on, come on. She is so unlikable. Such a nasty person. Mother Teresa, what a nasty person in this movie. But I must say, the acting is not bad. They portray her the way they want her to, and it works. It works. And what I hate about this movie the most is that it is not about Mother Teresa. Instead it is a movie about abortion. Yes, because Mother Teresa had certain views on abortion. She was absolutely against it. Mother Teresa has said, and I quote again, that if a mother is allowed to kill her children, then what is left in this world? Like, where do we go? What stops us from killing each other if we live in a world where a mother can kill her own child? Yeah, so Mother Teresa was absolutely against abortion. And I can tell that these leftist women, these sexist, feminist women, were always on the left side, yeah? Because feminism is not about women. Feminism is about leftist women, about nasty, nasty feminist women. They hate Mother Teresa. And it's so disgusting how they treat women that are not on the left side of politics, because they will absolutely abolish them and show them as uh, as wild creatures. This is another funny scene, one of the few funny scenes where the women are allowed to have a ball and play with the ball. They're playing something like basketball, but it's not basketball really. Anyway, finally a moment where she's laughing or smiling. There are very, very few moments where she is smiling. My goodness. And here we see on the left side the Padre. Now the Padre, I must say, he is a big problem for me. Why? Because first of all, he is almost blind to the fact that Mother Agnieszka is not fit to replace Mother Teresa in the order. Next, he has a positive stance upon abortion. He says something along the lines of, "It is the woman's choice to decide what she does with her body." And that is pure Satanism. That is absolute Satanism. First of all, A woman does not have a choice what to do with her body. I don't have it either. Not even men have it. Nobody has it. Second of all, second of all, yeah. But first of all, nobody has the right to mutilate himself. You do not have the right to mutilate yourself. You absolutely do not. If you mutilate yourself, it's called a sickness, and you're being put into a mental asylum where they will try to heal you from your mutilation. Next, it is not her own body. Yeah, it's the body of the child. Yeah, and the body of the child does not begin at birth. The body of a child begins the moment that the embryo has a beating heart. In my opinion, like when it has a beating heart, you can no longer say this is part of the mother. It's not. It's not part of the mother. It's not part of the father. It's its own thing. It is its own thing. It has its own heartbeat. And this is such a disgusting. This movie is disgusting because Mofar Agnieszka later on has to confess that she is pregnant. Like this is Mofar Agnieszka. She has to. She confesses that she had sex with some Indian dude who died in her arms. I mean, if this is the scene where she confesses and then you can see the shock in Mother Teresa. Yeah, Agnieszka is crying and Teresa is like, oh, how could you do this to me? How could you do this to me? You are betraying me. You betray the order. You betray everything. Yeah, and she's portrayed as heartless and someone who hates children almost. Like, this is so disgusting. The one who is against abortion is portrayed as someone who hates children. It is so disgusting what this movie does. And of course, Mother Agnieszka is completely fictional. Like, this never happened. Mother Teresa did not have a pregnant disciple. She didn't have that. Mother Teresa was not in this position. So all this villainification is uncalled for. Why do they do this? And I found the answer in an interview where the regisseur, this North Macedonian woman, she admits that she wanted to make a movie about modern, yes, about modern politics. Like what is moving. This is why this movie is actually called Mother, because it's about motherhood. But she does not understand. But she does not understand that the mother in Mother Teresa is not about motherhood. It, like these women are not supposed to become mothers. They are the they are the wives of Jesus Christ. They devote their lives to Jesus. And it's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. Like this one here, this man over here. He's the doctor that is supposed to abort the child, and Mother Teresa goes to him and says, "Don't do it." He's like, "Well," he's like, he is like, "Well, Mother Agnieszka was already here, and she wanted the abortion, and I can do it. If I don't do it, then some guy in the streets can do it, like some barber shop guy. He will insert something into a pussy and then scramble the egg, you know." Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And yeah, of course, the whole movie ends with before it ends, we have to endure Lordy with Hard Rock Hallelujah. Yes, there's a scene where Lordy is playing Hard Rock Hallelujah, and then yeah, Agnieszka wants to do suicide, which is probably the best idea she has in the whole movie because she's going to hell anyway for being pregnant. Might as well do suicide. But she's saved. She's saved, and then she aborts the child by her own hands. I didn't quite understand how she did it. She just lies there on the floor. There's blood everywhere. You can clearly see guts. And she holds the crucifix in her hand. Like, I didn't get it. Did she somehow pierce herself with a crucifix or something? I don't know. But it looked like it. And it looked disgusting. And yeah, it became clear that she did the abortion herself. And that she will maybe die from it. Which I would very much appreciate if they die. They all die. Because this movie is. It's a deconstruction of Mother Teresa. It's 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 blasphemous, and it's lies and slander. Lies and slander. This movie is about lies. Yeah, about fictional things. Like they just use and abuse Mother Teresa for their own fictional propaganda, in which they want to tell us that abortion is good. It is not good. You should never have to abort your child. But whatever. This movie goes to show us that truly there's some violent. It's a trope. It's a trope, and it confirms my saddest beliefs that yes, feminism is not about females. It's about leftist propaganda that wants to destroy everything feminine. And Mother Teresa is a target here of these feminists. And she's being abolished. She's being betrayed. And she is being treated unfairly, to say the least. And this movie absolutely disgusts me. It gets a 2 out of 10. Not a 0 out of 10. Well, the acting was quite okay. Like, it was believable. You could tell that these actors know what they're doing. But everything else, I wasn't a fan of. The camera, I was also a fan of. The camera is often way too close to the protagonists. And yeah, it just goes to show that they do not really know. But I think it was also on purpose because of this claustrophobic effect that they wanted to produce because they didn't have much space. But in any case, it's a stupid ass movie. It is completely stupid. If you want to watch it, go for it. Just know that Mother Agnieszka is invented. Everything about this movie is invented. And that it's leftist slop. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.